Hey everybody, Engineer Coffee, welcome back to Mars. It is update day. Last episode we got this habitation module pretty much done. Got the third floor on it, got the top ring on it. Oh, we got a random encounter over there sparking. We've got solar panels on it that fold up inside. We are really close to done. We've got a command module to put on the top. And then a few more rooms to do inside the hab, and you guys had some good ideas, so we'll go start with that. But it is update day, so I want to go through that and see what we can use for new blocks. So let's get this thing folded up, get out of the sun, and not get irradiated. And we'll reverse all those guys down. It'll fold up. It does look cool. All right, nice. We're nice and tucked in. I'm wondering if we should get a landing gear or not. I'm curious how that will launch. That's going to be interesting. It's nice and tucked in now, but what do I have for set and move here? 3.5 and 9.8. Well, I guess we'll just try the 3.5. I don't remember where that one lands, but it's down. All right, and then I think down here I did put a landing gear. Yeah, I did. Put a landing gear here and here. And then this guy's coming up to give it some power. Because we don't have a system to fuel this. We put in this connector here as a possible way to put some fuel lines on here. But we will see. All right, 3.5 just puts it barely down there. You know what? I actually want to go all the way down. Let's do our minimum distance of 0. Or 0, 0, apparently. So let's see. I do have a new mic. So if I sound different or if it sounds worse or what, please let me know. Still kind of messing with the audio settings to try to dial it in. It should be better, but you never know. Okay, great. Yeah, I was afraid that I've been building stuff too tall or whatever. But yeah, no, we're plenty good. We can get a command module on here easy. It's actually gonna have to come up to meet it probably. All right, somebody said that this should be like cold storage pantry in here. And I think that's a good idea, and especially because in the new update, we should have the cargo crates. They added the DLC, this stuff, in the barrels. Let's see, let's replace that. In the barrels here, we should now have... No, we don't. Let's see, Wellington might have to update his mod. I don't really know. It's in there. It's showing the cargo crates. I'm just not able to access them. All right, if I go large, what are these things called? Freight. That's what it is. Freight and storage. All right, here we go. The storage here. We got freight and then the storage bin. Oh, the storage bin's a better size. These are really large, actually. I wasn't expecting that. All right, so for storage, somebody had said that I should use the frozen armor. So then it looks like it's cold storage. That's a great idea. I really like that. Maybe. Let's see, so we can't stack those, and that doesn't actually let me in the door either. So that might be a problem. Maybe we need to use these. Oh, we can stack them. That's nice. Actually, can we, or is it attaching to the wall? No, we can stack them. Okay. Might use these then. This seems like more plausible to get up the ladder anyway. All right, well, I guess with these, the frosted doesn't add that much. It's just these little metal bits. The rest is all non-textured, but that's okay. All right, there we go. A little bit of color in there for no reason, really. But yeah, I like that. I still stand by that we need some type of other storage that looks like it's stowage or something, because it'd be nice to make this look like it was tied down or strapped in somehow. That's all right. We'll leave it. All right, somebody suggested that we need to have plushies up here, and that's a great idea. I don't actually know how many plushies we have. We're definitely going to have to go out and look for unknown signals because there's the new Space Engineers 2 plushie that is supposed to be in here, and I want to find it at some point. Let's see, is that guy still there? We got a minute and a half left. Let's go get him. I doubt he's going to have a plushie, but we'll take a look. Fruit. Okay. Looks like I have 3 sabroids, but that's all I got. I guess we'll have to find some astronauts at some point. Both the SE1 and SE2. Yeah, so there's the SE1. There's SE2, or the Alchemist. And then the Sabroid. So that's the only one I have available at the moment until we find some. Orange? Somebody had said over here just to have some control blocks and stuff, and then like music. We should probably have a jukebox. Oh, that's a bit smaller than I thought, actually. It could go like right here on the table. Yeah, that looks nice just sitting right there. Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, it still doesn't help me with this corner, but that's all right. All right, I think I got it solved. Well, close enough anyway. Got a railing up here so stuff doesn't shift off. I know that doesn't really matter in 0G. It's more of like a terrestrial ship that you would have it as the boat's rocking, that it wouldn't slide off. But we're gonna go with it. I think it looks better. I put the plushie over there and another one over here. It kind of closes in the space and we got a column. I think it's good enough. I don't want to waste too much time in here. I feel off center though. I don't know why. No, that's all right. Just feel like we're leaning to the side, but it might just be the lighting? I don't know. Maybe I only got one shoe on. Let's take one of these elevators down. Where are you? There we go. All right, I want to check out the new grid storage. All right, let's check out the new grid storage. What do we need to do for that? It's a service terminal, right? Or what does this guy take? Detector components and radio components. Okay, it's a little bit expensive, but not bad. Where do we want to put our services terminal in this one? Probably here? Oh no, because you kind of want to see it. You kind of want to see the services terminal as you load and unload. This is on the elevator. This is not. Yeah, you know what? I think there is good. I don't know if I want it orange. All right, that looks really good from all angles. I was thinking about I needed to block it in, but the back is really detailed and it's got its own slope here, so I think we're good. All right, so I need to unlock this guy. He cannot be mag plated down or connected to my grid. Okay, you're free. All right, Snub Fighter is here. Let's go ahead and send it to storage. Oh, let's see. I've got it here that it doesn't store its inventory. I forgot to mess with the settings before I load it up. What do you have inside of you? Should just be ammo, right? Yeah, you just have ammo. I would kind of like to leave that. All right, let me save this, get back to the settings, and then I will be back. All right, I'm back. Should be able to store it now properly. Nope. Active grids. Snub Fighter. There we go. Send to storage. There we go. Nice. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I like that a lot. We're gonna have to do this all over, I think, because I probably want to put like the king crab away. We should probably get the ice out of him first. So yeah, let's build a few more of those. Let's see. Do you have? All right, the Langostine. You're probably connected though. You are connected. Two more over here. We don't have any ships, but that's all right. All right, here on the King Crab, I forgot we have the tardigrade up here. Maybe we should have a services terminal on the King Crab itself. All right, retrofitting is always fun. Where do we put this guy? Maybe here? Can we get around that? How we can get around that? Maybe this way? All right, we can't get around that one facing that direction. We could possibly go right here. This guy could go there. And we could walk around this way, but then we'd have to get a railing up here. Hey, you know what? I think that works. If I disconnect you though, are you gonna try to fly off? No. Okay, we're good. Maybe? You're bopping. No, you're good. Okay. All right, let's send you to storage. I already checked, it was empty. There we go. All right, let's drive this guy back home. He's just been sitting here for a while, and we haven't really needed him. So he's wasting battery and he's wasting PCU. Parking release, and we drive. Oh, we got 5 hours of power on here when we drive. It's not so bad. We have hydrogen engines as well, and a little bit of ice left in the O2H2 generators. All right, well, we're gonna have a little tour of memory lane on the way over there, I guess. You know, I should probably get that guy plugged into the grid over here. He's got all those wind turbines that are really serving no purpose except for to power the farm when we don't really need it. That's all right. Oh, look, we got ice debris showing up again. Yay. All right, like a glove. Okay, yep, it's the top section. We're gonna go ahead and send that to storage. Well, while we're here, let's go check on our food. Actually, we should check the storage here. Plenty of food, except for grain looks a little bit low, so I got 20 of each. Let's go make some seeds and get it replanted. Let's see, we can go through this way. Yeah, there's definitely a bug that these never get. Yeah, look, 99.74. It never gets to 100%. So these doors never open. I know a lot of other people have been experiencing the bug. I know I get lots of comments on my airlock tutorial, and it's because of that. We still have plenty of ice in here too. Okay, yeah, 46.8K in each one of these irrigation systems, and the cargo is like completely full. All right, well, it's working on the potatoes. Let's go plant the other ones. Oh, well, we're rotating. Catch that one in time. Okay, I made my button system so I can get back over there. All right, we got fruit. All right, grain is done. All right, that robot's going back and forth. All right, mushroom in here. Well, we got a problem here. This guy is halfway stuck, and his batteries are probably dead. Yep, no power. We're gonna have to get a battery on this guy. Well, let's get the crops planted, and then we'll get a battery. I don't have enough material on me at the moment. Our coffee is planted. The potato seed should probably be done by now. Yay, we're all planted. I'm kind of surprised we haven't rotated yet. We'll just trigger it ourselves. All right, there we go. Got a little battery on him. He's getting back there. And it connected. Okay. All right, sweet. We got another round of crops, and these guys should be traveling back and forth. We should probably make some more food while we're here. Yeah, I need to make more food. I got a little bit of spaghetti left. All right, there we go. We got some food. We got some Serenity. We got some dark roast coffee, our vodka, some spaghetti back in the stocks here. I'm going to bring the food with us. Some fruit pastries, which I didn't think I made, but... Oh, I think I meant to make spaghetti, and I made fruit pastry. Oops. That's all right. All right, let's get out of here. Well, at least the exit still works. Well, we haven't been down here in a while. Something happened. What is going on here? Holy moly. Look at the size of it. Did a nuke go off in here? What happened? What in the world happened over here? There's no way that's a meteor. Did like the arm explode here? Did like one of these explode? I mean, it's like detached here, but like there's no damage there. The damage is over here. Okay, well, I guess we've got a hole in our floor and our welder is all busted up, but we didn't really need it anymore because we're not building track. Maybe we can repurpose this building for something, but we're gonna have to patch up the floor over here, or the foundation, I guess. Maybe it was this guy right here. There was a piston here with that guy on there. I don't know why the lighting doesn't like me. Oh, it's like the smoke. If I look at the smoke, my light goes out. All right, that's weird. Okay, well, all I wanted to do was get a service terminal out here and get this guy hidden. Okay, I don't know why you're not welded up all the way. All right, well, it looks like Ted's having some issues. The mag plate is no longer locked to that guy, so it fell. Okay, well, we haven't used it in a while anyway, so I guess that's okay. All right, all components, let's go. That looks like a good spot. Okay, do we have this guy named? We do. You are probably locked on, though. We got a lot more visible here. Why do I not see the Tardigrade on here? Oh, it is here. I just can't scroll down far enough. Interesting. Yeah, I scroll down and it's not here. It's down here somewhere. I guess we have too many small grids in the way. I might have to do some trash cleanup. Okay, well, we'll send it to storage. All right, I know it's not really realistic, but it is probably really good for performance to do this. Well, I didn't leave myself much space here. I guess that space will do. All right, there we go. Let's store Sand Shark. All right, next up is the old Clankskavator. You're probably hooked up. You are hooked up. So do we put service terminal? No, we can't really drive by that. I guess we go there. How about back here? Anywhere? Oh, it fits under there. It's probably not the most OSHA effective to be underneath this connector, but it looks good. We're gonna go with it. All right, you are disconnected. That's good. Let's get you stored. Clankskavator. You don't have anything on you, do you? Okay, no inventory. We're good there. All right, well, Shredder is still alive there. We got our Tardigrade up here. He's probably fine. We got Marcus's little shuttle. We'll probably take that back with us. That probably clears it up. I might want to just clean up some of this loose garbage around here. I should probably go through and actually dismantle this whole thing because this is a lot of conveyor network. that is not being used. So we should probably just gut the warehouse and then we can use it for something else. All right, I think that takes care of the grids we need to store. There's probably some cargo containers. There's probably a... Yeah, we got Donatello in there. He is probably okay. Yeah, we got our cargo containers here that we could take care of. But they're doing all right. That's right, this was the ore one that we were getting from the peanut mine, that it was dropping iron into here. So we had like a remote control to do that. Oh yes, and the controls, all the brain is in this little thing. The one that I have on the workshop is so much better. It's got a control wall in there. I should probably do another world tour soon. It's been a while. Got this whole base that we really rarely visit anymore. I miss it. All right, well, we did a little bit of cleanup and we got some food on us. So let's go back to the landing site or launch facility. All right, we got an unknown signal over here. We're gonna get lucky to get a plushie? Probably not, but I want it. Hey, we got coffee though. So that's still working in the mod that we get coffee. All right, it's still fun to play with all these mechanisms. Every once in a while, it's nice to just cycle through them. All right, let's store this little guy. What are you called? There you are. Send to storage. Yes, sir. Well, we're sitting at 87 FPS. That's pretty good, actually. I mean, if I look this direction, we're at 72. But that's where the monorail is, so that might be part of the problem. But yeah, I think it helped. Might be able to store you as well, but I like having it when Deborah kicks our butt to be able to have access to a survival kit. All right, and then over here, yeah, we've got these lights over here with these windows. I used the bridge floorless, and it looks really good, but I'm wondering if we did the new windows. All right, so the obvious choice is this guy or this guy. So we could have it low or high. And the light does almost shine through. It's almost in line with it. So those are two options, or we could do the double slit. If we did this, it would be inset, but it would show off both the lights. That looks kind of cool, but that also looks cool too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, well, that's gonna be a journey to get all that replaced, but it'll look cooler. All right, well, the sun is almost down, and but it's foggy, so it's a little harder to see, but I think that still looks really cool. Look at the ambient light coming through there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. All right, well, then we definitely have a lot of stuff in the DLC to look at. Where is it? Economy 2, there you are. We got a bunch of signs that we can play with. We've got this bulk storage, which may or may not need, I don't know. But we got all these billboard signs and vivariums, which would be awesome to put in. So I feel like our lobby over in the hotel and airport or spaceport area would be really cool. So let's check out these signs first. I think it's in with the normal sign. Yeah, it's all in with this. All right, so what do these guys take? Construction component and interior plate. Okay. All right, these are really cool. Airlock, bridge, cafeteria, cryogenics, engineering, exit, farm. Yeah, there's a lot. Quarter, security, warehouse. Okay. I don't know exactly where to use these yet, but I like them. See, the other big thing is the structural items. Where would those be? Wellington, I don't know if this is part of the normal or if it's Wellington's mod, but looks like we've got them in with the... Got these guys in here with the beam blocks. Where is the big connector plates and stuff?
Low.
He's got it in here with these floor blocks. But in theory, we could replace, yeah, this big giant floor here with a 5x5, so that's kind of cool. We could even do it with the connector one if we wanted. Like that big guy could go right here. That's kind of cool. And then we've got triangular pieces. That's pretty nice. Okay, and then these beams, we've got these bigger ones. Yeah, there's like this big 3x3 block. It's kind of nice. And then all of these beams, which are really cool. I love these beams right here. My only issue with these beams, though, is like if we put this guy up right here. Yeah, see, this guy will not go here because he's got a screen right there. You cannot build in between them. Let's do something up here. So like I could put this guy right here. I cannot put a block in this space. So that's a little bit annoying. So yeah, like this 5x5, I cannot get in here because that slope is technically in the way. I can go down to the 4x4 and the 3, but that fifth one hits over there. So it's a little obnoxious to try to figure out how to incorporate these guys, but not too bad. All right, so I think what I want to do this episode is, since we have these vivariums and these signs and stuff, I want to go work on the spaceport over here and expand that lobby and stuff over here to the launch site so we can actually get loaded on. But first, I want to kind of take a look at that angled door. I played with it in large grid form, but not small grid. I think it'll have another layer onto it before we curve in, but possibly something like this. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. We can use that as like an airlock to get in and out of, keep that curve instead of like the door we have over here. Okay, yep. I like that door. That's really cool. All right, let's head over here to the hotel lobby. It's been a while since we visited. Yeah, we got our apartments on this side, and then we've got our hotel on this side. Yeah, maybe we could replace these guys. I like that one would work, it looks like. And that one actually. Yeah, looks like we could actually replace these guys. All right, calm down, heavy breather. Didn't run that hard. Oh no, we're only 2 by 2 in here. Never mind, we can't replace these. We're only too tall. In theory, it would kind of work, but it also only goes like here up to here. So that would work if I didn't have that center beam going across. Is that beam weird to have? I put ECI on it, but is it weird to have? Oh, I still need to upload this to the workshop. I have been terrible. I need to get this uploaded. I need to get probably the king crab actually. And my turrets and all sorts of stuff. Maybe I'll just spend an episode doing that. I don't know. Okay, well that doesn't work here, obviously. We are only 2 by 2. Or well, I think before we get too far, we should probably plan this outside part of the building. It probably should just end there, and then we walk out all the way over here to the rocket. So yeah, I think the crossing point will be here, just so we can get proper support on it. Because this guy will be 1-2 tall. So there's the floor. All right, so that's how that guy is going to come out all the way out here. Man, I might want to create like a shuttle system or something to go back and forth. That might be a thing. Did I guess right at like 7.5? Pretty close, actually. That feels pretty good. So yeah, what if I took this guy out? This gets a big boy block. Yeah, maybe something like that. And then maybe once in a while we could do ones like this on the side. Something like that, maybe. And then there needs to be a bridge out to here. Not really sure of the mechanism yet, though. But this should leave plenty of room here for an airlock. So you come out to here, and you've got your airlock. We've got like seating and chairs and stuff over here to watch and wait. And then here is our long hallway to go back to the station. Which might be good to have like another like mini monorail. We could have like a mini monorail on one side, or maybe both, that just travels back and forth on a short rail to go there to there. Yeah, I am gonna have to dig into the voxel though, so how do I want to prevent that from looking stupid? I'm not exactly sure. All right, well I think I'm just gonna go ahead and dig this mound up here. I don't think I want another mound like we have here in this area. We got the floor anyway for the apartments and stuff this direction, so we're not going to get any taller than we are unless we get it out here. We have another lobby, but we can at least dig out this section to be level here. So maybe I need to get my langoustine out of storage. All right, so we need another lobby on this side, so we need to have like some kind of enclosure. All right, we're getting somewhere, I guess. I don't really know what I'm doing yet. I like the idea of a monorail or something along the side here, though. All right, should I do blast doors again, though? That's probably a little much. I wonder if we can get away with beam blocks that we ride in that as a track. Because let's see, we don't actually need it to be that wide, do we? Okay, yeah, I think we'll have something like that. There'll be some type of monorail that'll ride inside the track here with little wheels. And that will just ferry you back and forth. Like, it might even be like an open cab monorail type thing that you go in and out of. Or maybe it'll look like the London one, where we'll have like glass doors that line up like this. That'll line up there, and this whole thing will be glass. All right, that would be cool. Yeah, this will all be glass, and then we'll have like a little mini monorail in here that rides in here. Okay, yep, we're definitely having a monorail back and forth here to drive from one end to the other, just so you don't have to walk down that long hallway if you don't have to. All right, maybe we can just do these angles here. That will be for this action, and then maybe we can take out every once in a while, and it gets this type of block. Okay, like that, and then we have glass like this. Let's see, down the stretch here. Okay, down here, actually, this should be the support. Okay, yep. We're gonna do it like this, and then the glass will go there. Glass will go here. Okay, yeah, I think something like that. We'll probably flip the doors. They'll be on this block side, so I can actually put, like, couches and stuff here. But I think that works. And then how do we want to tie it back up to there, though? Because it's not like it necessarily has to be sealed, but it's more for, like, protection. Well, maybe we could just put these on the inside track like that, and then here can just go another set of windows, or maybe we can do an LCD panel like right here. Okay, I think we got a plan. It's not a great plan, but we got a plan. Right, so yes, that guy does come back there. This guy would get some type of different transition. That guy gets that transition instead. Oh, actually, we should do it like this. We already have that beam support. Yeah, we're already doing it right here for this monorail. It's exactly the same. Yeah, I'm reinventing the wheel that I already made, apparently. All right, well, that gets us close. We can always redo these walkways. It now goes to 3 instead of 4. So it's going to be different no matter what we do. So what did that do for over here? Oh my god, you are just terrible, man. You are all sorts of discombobulated. What is going on with you? And you're even connected. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that still connected. Do you think we can get him adjusted back? I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to wheels. Okay, we have a height offset of 2 on all of those. Let's see if we can increase that. Okay, there we go. We got the bogies on and off. That seemed to help. That we're a little bit more normal. Not quite, but better. At least it's not tipping over. And that can actually connect again. Sure, let's go with it. At least we know it can be fixed. Yeah, you're you're doing terrible, man. All right, whatever. All right, I think I'm onto something. I've got basically the frame recreated that was over here. On this side, and then I put in these like little balconies. I'll probably put them in like half block. Those look really thick, but in theory each apartment level will have its own balcony that they can watch the launch, and then these guys can come into the lobby here and see everything before they get down this long hallway to get to the rocket. And then we got our monorail track here. We might do it on the other side as well, so we might have like a weird funky transition from this glass into this side. So that might be a little strange, but it does mean that we can dig out all of this stuff. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this side panel here. Like I want it to be see-through. Should be able to look over at that rocket launch and that rocket launch as well. So we probably will make this all glass as well. Just not exactly sure how to do it yet. We will figure that out. All right, and then just as a reminder, there is the member shuttle competition. I think we only have the 3 submissions, so I might open it up to the public. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. All right, Langostine. All right, well, there's where the target is. We might need to go block up. We'll see. This one doesn't have any wheels, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, but in theory, I can get the Langostine and retrieve from storage. Maybe? I'm scared. Okay, not bad. He didn't get destroyed, so that's a good sign. I just had all the dampeners off, so I was a little worried how it was going to go. Nice. That's so cool. There we go. We're caught on something. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I'm good with having this whole mound torn out. We'll just keep the one mound where the Curiosity rover is. The rest can all be dug out. I'm good with that. Well, that's concerning. It's target locking over there. I have a loose bit, apparently, of construction that's not tied to the same grid. Right, there we go. We got the pit dug. Let's get out of here. Hopefully we didn't screw up too many voxels on the outside. Looks like we're okay. All right, let's just get you plugged back in. We won't store you quite yet. We'll just get you locked on and charged. All right, I'm still thinking I want like some type of security checkpoint through here. I don't know if I want to make it exactly like the TSA, where you got like a separate thing where you got to put your luggage. I feel like you could just walk through and get scanned. Maybe there should be a baggage reclaim area though. See, how wide is that? That's 5 wide. We could use these new panels. Oh, is it in here? No, those are the structural ones. It's in with the floor supports. Yeah, I can actually use that. Ooh, that's nice. Let's do that. Okay, well, it's a fast way to put plates down. We might tear them up and replace them with something else at some point. But at least it builds a floor rapidly instead of having to place blocks for a million years. So I like that. All right, I am thinking baggage claim around here. So maybe instead of that, we do... Oh, of course, that's the one I put all the steel plate in because I had extra. But we do the connector upside down like this. So we get a conveyor port. And then that conveyor port is still hidden right there. So we're good on that front. Yeah, and then we can connect it from this port back here over to our conveyor system. So we have a port right here in the middle. Let's do that with all of them. All right, something like this. All right, something like this with these cargo terminals. Let's get some of it welded up. There we go. Yeah, something like that that looks like cargo retrieval. I think that works. All right, I think I'll only do one on either side. I'm not going to do this one. We might leave the conveyor port, though. We might need it. I don't know. But yeah, we'll have that there. Another one on the other side. And then right here will be your queue to start getting into security to check in. Yep. So you get off the rocket, you go here. This is the way you exit out. You can grab your luggage and do the same on this side. And then here, you load up in the center and go through security. Or should security be on the side? Okay, new plan, new plan. I'm gonna take these guys out. All right, now I've got a plan. I've got the flooring so it transitions to the left. So you go through here, and this will be our security line, is how you go through your TSA type thing on either side. And then here in the center is where we're gonna have these connectors. Yeah, upside down like this. One there, one there. So then you have your exit that you go out this way, and you've got your baggage claim right in the center here, and then you walk out and you are greeted with the big lobby with the rover there. This obviously won't be there. Okay, let's take that off real quick. Got an idea. We can get a welder in here. Wonder if we could match that gray color. Is it like this one? Is it that color? No, it's a little bit lighter. All right, 0025, that seems to be the number. And then we're in the normal texture, so it has all the scratches and stuff to match. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Okay, cool. Now, let's get rid of you. Let's plumb this in. Well, we got a port there. We don't have a port on the bottom because we have the connector. Which I guess is not the end of the world. Maybe we will use a connector on the bottom to plumb up to it. Or we could come all the way over here and plumb in because this is kind of the wall. All right, there we go. We've got that guy plumbed all the way over here. I guess I could probably put a welder right here, right? Oh, this has to have total clearance, huh? Even on the bottom. Doesn't really make any sense. It's a welder. All right, on. Yes, it will weld that up. There we go. Now we should have cargo access. We do. Nice. Let's see. Here on the end, should we do refill stations instead? Yeah, I think we'll do refill stations on either end here, and then we'll come up with something better for the edge here. All right, I only want one baggage claim area. I think that'll work. All right, well, as much as I like these floor panels, I don't think we're going to use them, because what I think I want to do here is we're going to have some type of queue system that you walk around to go through security. Let's get some interior plates so I can show you what I mean. Something like that, that it winds around for the line to get into security. All right, I don't know if I love the orange, but some neon lights. I think we'll put some troffer lights up here. Maybe here. All right, there we go. We got our baggage claim. Maybe we'll put a sign here instead. Not really sure. I also don't know if I'm going to put another baggage claim. I think we'll just leave this. Actually, we've got the conveyor port. We're going to put a farm there. How does this look for like an end table? It's not horrible. Right, well, eventually we'll get a coffee plant in there. That'll be cool. Now, here, we're going to take those guys out. We weren't going to do them because we're going to do like this windy road thing. And I'm still not sure exactly what to do with the doors. What I'm thinking about doing is not having doors on the exits. And we'll have like the hologram. These guys, where are they? This, hanging from here. So we might have like 3 or 4 entries. 1, 2, 3, 4 entries. Yeah, we'll have 4 entries. And I think that looks good. Basically no entry signs that people can just walk through to get out. But it's letting people know that they can't just walk in. Okay, there we go. You walk out into here, you've got your baggage claim there, we've got a coffee plant there, you've got your main raceway to get out to here to see the lobby. We need to light everything for sure because this is really dull. Okay, there we go. Now we get some lighting in here. Yeah, I like it. It's looking good. And we might be able to put... Oh, and then we have these other things. Where are they? LCDs. We haven't really played around with these. Yeah, we can put these here on the floor. All right, well, we'll flesh those out with advertisements at some point. Just looking at this. How does this look? Oh, that's not bad. I don't think I want to do it here, but for those that do, you can stack those. That's really cool. I don't think I want to do that for this area, but options. Okay, now we need to separate the security area from the, I don't know, exit. What do we call this? Disembarking? I don't actually really know. So that's where I want to try to use the new vivariums. Where am I? Kitchen stuff. Yeah, we got our vivariums here. Is that on the inside? Ooh, that is on the inside. Sweet. So we can put a vivarium right there. And these are corners. All right, so we got corners and see-through. Easy enough. Why does glass have to be so heavy? Like a million trips. But at least we're right here. Okay, that looks really cool. I like that a lot. We've got some greenery. Now we need to come up with some transition between it. Now, if I do glass, yeah, it's going to be tinted on one side and not on the other, which like looks fine this way, because we can look through there. Probably gonna have to put the 3x3 out here. I feel like we need to have it maybe in this lobby, like right here. We'll have the 3x3. Yeah, then we'll put chairs and stuff around it. All right, in theory, this is the exterior wall here, because we don't really want to dig into the concrete because that is exposed. Yeah, that's exposed out there, so we want to keep this texture concrete. So this really should be the wall. So we're going to come in here and start winding around. I'm getting somewhere. Got this wind around check-in thing for security. And then we'll have some type of scanning system here, I think, is what we're going to do. And then I just put an advertisement there in the center just because the flooring didn't really work out to transition there. So I think that works. I don't know if I really like you can just hop the fence there. So maybe we should change that up. That's not horrible. I mean, I put tinted glass on that side of the tree, so it doesn't really... It's really not as inviting anymore, is it? The trees are definitely darkened. What if we put lights above them? Yeah, we'll just leave those off. That's good. You can see the trees a lot better. Okay, that works for me. And then we'll still put the railing in here. Tempted to either do this and then flip it over, or do piping up here and then do these on the bottom. No, we don't want to do those because those have railings and we already have our railings. All right, we're getting closer. I'm going to leave this way open so I can get access to my cargo over there. You are really expensive. Yeah, 500 steel plate. I mean, it's not that expensive. It's just a lot to carry. All right, I'm onto something. You got these metal detectors or whatever we want to call them. You can walk through here as you get scanned. Maybe we'll put some cameras or something on the ceiling that you can get scanned through. We got a little office desk over here for the security guard. And then in here, I'm thinking we'll do a small grid something. So let's get a hinge. All right, just building the platform here. These guys need to go in here to bypass the hinge. There we go. All right, there we go. We got a small grid platform. What I want to put on here is some type of luggage or carry-on scanner conveyor belt thing. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it yet, but we'll figure something out. Okay, there's 2 conveyor belts. All right, then we'll cover it up on the side and do whatever else we need to do there. We need to come up with some type of scanner, though. All right, then we need some type of greebled block on here. Vent controllers. Those would probably be good. Oh, custom turret controller would be nice. Yeah, let's do that. Custom turret controller. That looks really nice. Okay, this might look really good in white plastic. Is doing... Yeah, I think that'll look good. Little conveyor caps. I had armor panels, but it didn't look quite as good. There we go. That looks sci-fi-y. It covers up the end of the conveyor. Okay, nice. Yep, you put your goodies on there, it goes through, and then you get it out on the other side, which we have to greeble. But that's alright. Alright, there we go. We got little catch baskets at the end for when the stuff pops out. This could probably be better up here. Yeah, we can get the programmable blocks on there. That'll look good. It's like the actual control side. Yeah, we'll put some lights up on the top here. Let's see, we could probably do a better transition here. All right, there we go. A couple red lights on the top to indicate if there's an issue as it's going through the scanner. All right, I'm greebling the inside here. Not that we'll ever really see it, but that's all right. You might be able to peek through the holes. There we go. Now it has side walls, but I think I dropped off my computers. Yeah, my programmable blocks fell off. That's all right. We can get them back. All right, then on the inside here, I'm just going to put lights. Where are my block lights? All right, it doesn't really make any sense, but I'm going to put cameras on the outside here, just to get a little bit more greeble. But I think that looks really good. I like that a lot. There we go. We got our security scanner 5000. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Thinking about redoing these doors, though. We might need to have just 2 doors. Yeah, let's redo that. All right, there we go. I like it. We got the exit signs there, security sign over that. I think that looks really cool. Let's get the ceiling welded in so I can get a screenshot later. And I think we're done. All right, this is looking really cool. We definitely got a lot of advertisements and stuff to put on all of these LCDs, but I love these trees. These are awesome. So we've got our disembarkment. You come out through there. We've got a coffee plant eventually. Then you've got your baggage claim here. You can get onto your elevator to go up to the hotel or to the apartments. Continue on to the monorail. If you got off the monorail, you can come this direction to go to security. Walk through our nice queue that we got going on here. Get to the security checkpoint, pick 1 of 2 lanes, put your carry-on items onto the conveyor belt, walk through security, grab your items, and continue on to a unpressurized lobby that we will eventually finish. All right, well, this is where I'm going to call it an episode. We got to play with the new blocks. There's a lot to do with them still. I still don't know exactly how to use them all or where to use them. I don't want to lose like the style and just use new blocks everywhere. But we got a security checkpoint here. We've got our disembarkment and baggage claim and a nice little queue. We'll work on some other stuff next episode. All right, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
Wake up to the dust, yeah, the sky's still red. 78 suns and he hasn't left yet. In a suit of bright orange, checking every line. Building perfection 1 block at a time. Move past the names on the neon signs. The community power in the Martian minds. From the heart of the peanut, the factory grows. Where the logic gets loopy and the coffee flows. We don't just build it, we over-design. If it isn't complex, it's a waste of time. Watch the Hemet roll and the tardigrade fly. Climb excavator till the wells run dry. Don't check the labels, don't mind the scroll. We're checking in with Connor Toll in the control room where the typos live. He's got more subgrids than he's got to give. Engineer coffee, stay grounded. Wait, is that spelled right?